And greetings, ladies and gentle players. It's another wonderful Friday, this July 2025, making it a wonderful day for the basics. And by popular request, I'm over here in OGS. I'm going to try to get myself a true DDK game. DDK basics, that's right. Huge focus on the fun of fundamentals. So let's see what we do here. 1033, and we're going to go from 15Q to 10Q. Oh, the 14Q. Sorry, 15Qs. And I will let everybody know what I'm looking for, and we'll see if I get anything. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I was about to give up. Oh my god. Okay, we got a guy. Does he play regularly? Not really. Oh, last game he played was in late June, so it's possible this person knows who I am. We'll have to wait and see. I've already thought up my name for my next account. If it turns out that, yeah. All right, so we have 444, 4434. Now, I don't really want to kick, but it is the easiest thing to do at DDK. Rather get into the whole pins 3 times. If he's true to the 13Q, we'll back off. This should be pretty simple too. Just be mindful. You can get a base and you can go out. You've kind of got me-eye in that respect. So it's completely fine. All right, he got a base. Now we go corner, side, center. This is a side move. Our corner is fine. Same thing here. So approach, 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 or approach are all great options. We'll go ahead and approach from the outside. Don't need to spend too much time debating about which one. You can just go and pick one and go and off to the races. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and settle because I don't view the attachment as a simple sequence. This is a pretty simple sequence. He plays one more move, I play one more move. You don't play one more, maybe I play one more later. Done. That's the sequence. If, on the other hand, I do like the newfangled thing, this ain't over in like one move. It goes to here, and then to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, to here. And then later on, it goes to here, here, here. Here, 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 do do do. Do 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 do. There you go. That's variation. And there are more. Therefore, not exactly simple, is it? No. Like, by definition, not simple. Because you got this one as an answer. You got this was an answer. You got this as answers. You got this as answers. You got this as answers. You have so many answers. So many freaking answers. And those answers have more answers. It's pretty straightforward. Whatever he does, I go get base or I go get corner. Simple. And dare I say basic. Now, this high approach we do not like playing. Why don't we like playing the high approach? Because if we read out what's going to happen here, it'd be this, 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 this. And then in endgame, it'd be this, 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 this. That is over-concentrated a great deal, one might say. But all right, this is handled for now. So, corner. Corner, side, center, you're the one. Makes approaching corners oh so fun. All right, I'm being kicked. That's fine. A standing we will go. And because I have a lot of high stones here, maybe we take this one low. I got high, low, high, low. Can I still get a base? I mean, I can. I said we had Miai here, though, didn't I? So the little Don in me wants to put a little bit of pressure on here. The pure basic said this was simple because I can get base or I can go in corner. I can't really get the base I want now with that stone there. So we'll blammo. Easy McPeasy pants. We'll do 2 games today. I suspect good old Reed Sal may know who I am. Doesn't play on OGS very regularly. All right, so they're doing that. All right, now we need to do some corners are done, so sides. I can put pressure on this side and attack the stone. I can invade this side to get rid of some territory. Can do whatever. Let's go ahead and do this one. I like the more aggressive one. What can I say? What can I say? Maybe we get both. If he defends that one stone, which admittedly he probably needs to, then we get to invade the right. It's all good. I've been shoulder hit, so I will answer. Something like that ought to do fine. Create a cutting point. Okay. Threatened to cut through because he didn't defend with that Hane. But yeah, he's being very, very careful, ain't he? All right. It looks like the side isn't the win condition anymore. The middle is going to be the win condition. So I'm going to come on out and start taking that away. Like I could, so here's I could do this one, and then he does something like maybe, I don't know, this, right? And tries to like build up more. And maybe we live here. Maybe we live here. There, we're like alive here, whatever. But I do kind of sort of think this middly part is what he's really going for. Let's go ahead and try to reduce it. You want to invade the right? You can totally invade the right. But yeah, I'm seeing wall, I'm seeing influence, I'm seeing high stones influence. So I'm thinking, going influential. Let's make sure that we have a nice stable extension into the center. That way I don't have to suddenly plop in a brand new stone and then have to like talk about. That's weird. It's like maybe he does have the middle in mind. It's just probably needed to defend here. Let me in on over there is it is a got to invade anyway. Interesting. Ooh, am I being cut? That'll be fun. All right. So, talking about being cut, what is more important? These stones or this stone? Well, these are getting surrounded, so these ones are more important. Therefore, we begin making shape. How is this shape, you ask? Glad you asked. Let's say he plays here. Well, there's this. Like you can see, shape is springing up all over the place. If he plays here, then we got the Atari. Admittedly, we still have this kind of thing. And this kind of thing. Either way, that's relevant. So let's come on out. If you want to Atari the cutting stone, you can Atari the cutting stone. That is also completely fine. Because you'd play something like this one, and then you'd probably play, whoops. Gotta do that for about, well, that's about it, really. Cutting point is defended, so that's all gravy. And yeah, you'd have something like this. He defended, very big mistake, because now the cutting stone is dead. I got me a little Panooksters. So the attack on me is completely over. And I can focus once again on attacks on him. That's actually very, very important. I can't really concentrate on attacks against him if my group isn't doing so well. There is potential here, yeah. Making sure my group is completely fine. The doo-doo. All right, going into my corner. We just don't let him connect. Easy solution there. And then from here, he's going to go ahead and Hane, but that's going to hurt his own stone. So I don't really recommend this, but it's okay. Maybe we 3-3 him back and see if he's got as good an answer as I did. Oh, stretch. Okay, he decided not to play there. Why? I don't know. That means I'm going to make sure he can't live there ever. This is a weird move. Suffice to say, you can get the idea that, yeah. All right, what else? I want to go and do this, but clearly there's still some middle being developed. So let's go ahead and just erase that really fast. Just a couple of moves. All right. Not playing anything crazy. I'm also resisting the urge to push and cut this to isolate this group and this group simultaneously. As you can imagine, if both groups need to live simultaneously, the question becomes, can that happen? Other moves I want to do, ideally, would be to play here. Because if you play something like this one, corner's in a lot of trouble. All of his territory is on that left-hand side. Yeah, this corner is completely surrounded. Vulnerable at the 3-3. It's got some undercut action. He is taking all of the time, ain't he? Well, you probably don't know. I'm actually probably cutting out the space in between the moves. You can see how he's pushing me towards this cutting point. That could be a very decisive factor in this game if I were to take advantage of it. I will do this very, very lightly since he did 3-3 me. Since he 3-3'd me, we'll see if he knows the solutions here. Now the 3-3 didn't live. That was his choice. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, shoot. The entire corner's about to die. Fully surrounded corner. If this all lives here, where's the eyes coming from? I don't know. So this would have been the ideal. And then I can play here. You can play there. There you go. Simple variation. One of the oldest on record. Instead, he dropped down, giving me leave to poke all of his things, which, as one can imagine, is not good. I think the corner's now dead. It wasn't supposed to be dead. It was not supposed to be dead. But it looks like the first, I don't even want to call it a major fight. The first little scuffle that came out, cutting points reared their head, shape reared its head, and the group got killed. That's just what happened. We can cut through. So yeah, we can play here now. Sorry. I can't imagine allowing this to run all the way across the board like that. So we'll go ahead and deal with it. It's okay. Now, if he wants to live, he still can. I think this move's got a really good chance. It might be sent against this. And then you can go back and play here. That could be a thing. I do not have ladders, but I don't need them. It's fine. He cuts. Oh, never mind. He's not going to cut. I was a big fat liar. I was going to say, if he cuts, you can just connect here. Because there's no ladder. There's only an extension. And if he does anything, Bob's your uncle. So this group is, I think, not alive, but I will allow it to if he insists. In part because you've got like the Atari or the Atari. Got a lot of options. I'm going to go ahead and play here so he can't turn. And let's see if he gets his second eye. If so, how? Maybe just here into here could do the trick. Okay, not there. We just play this one. That's fine. Just go ahead and kill these outside. Not a problem. That is a pretty good lesson, in my opinion. Your group's fully surrounded. You know you have a weak point. Gotta find out. What are you doing about that? What's going on about that weak point? What's going on there? This should be over here. You didn't notice? So again, that goes back to cutting points. Like, am I playing this? No, right? So yeah, very important. Very important cutting points, man. Trying to get those big moves, but that was a large knight I left hanging out there. Didn't look at it. Gotta watch those cutting points, cutting points. So if I play here, he plays here. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing there. Make sure we're defended. I don't really want to lose my connection, so I'll answer. Hooray for Sente! Mind if I come in? And then from here, it's just going to be endgame for the most part. So let's go ahead and get to the review. All right, so your review. Let's go ahead and review the game. Game was pretty straightforward. The approach. That should obviously never happen. That should be here. Technically, Joseki would be this into that, like I mentioned. I really don't like the kick. I would keep things nice and simple. There, into there ought to do nicely. Nice, simple shapes. Ladder is favorable, so it's fine. Same thing here. Only way to go to the right. Hard to say here. I would definitely want to probably then save my cutting stone, see what I can get done here. Just backing off and getting me the cutting stone. That was really not a great thing. And then here, I have to be careful. Those cutting points means I have to play this one instead. Means black can live. Not sure why I decided not to. But they were able to live. And then, of course, this is this one into that one. And now black's fine. So a lot of slow moves. And then the cutting points really started getting problematic, shall we say. And then that's now Co for life. And yeah, after that, it's just nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. So that's game. All right. So nice, simple, easy basics game. The score is I'm up by 62.3 somehow. Okay, whatever. Without killing this bottom group, because this is very much a small amount of territory, and this was as well. I don't think I really did anything at all complicated here. Maybe the B5, but honestly, B5 could also just have been like, duh, and played there. It still has outside, influence for future move. I just played here is all. But I think that's about it. Yeah. I gotta decide if I want to play again. I might record an entire series before the name leaks, and then maybe record it, maybe upload it later. So yeah, for today, 13Q game. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.